God accepts the first fruits, he has to accept everything attached. If God accepts the barley, he has to accept the wheat. If God accepts Yeshua, he has to accept us. But it's not like we get him on a technicality. He wants us. Isaiah said, it pleased the Father to crush the Son. God is love. He is not sadistic, because he would see his offspring. That's you. Isaiah prophesied about it, and Yeshua gave his life up for you and for me, so that we could be with them forever in a place that is full of love and full of light and full of goodness and full of glory and full of blessing. I see the hospitals full. I see the mental wards full. I know. And I know some of you, and it's not a horrible thing sometimes when you just get overwhelmed by life and you wonder, is life worth living? Life is worth living for everyone. It's a gift, because anybody can be saved and live forever. But for the believers, life is definitely worth living, because if you give up on your life, then we lose some of God's Spirit, and you leave and the world gets darker. Even some of us that struggle in our faith, you're a testimony, because you're still here. Even for you that are sitting in saying, you have no idea how much I'm struggling, but you're here. Give yourself some credit. You're here. You're still praising God through your tears, and you're still praising God even though you don't have all the answers, and you still know in your heart of hearts you love the Lord. Don't let the enemy ever tell you. You know how many times the enemy tries to highlight the things I do wrong? And God says, you get so much more right than you get wrong. Why are you listening to him? How bad do you think Peter felt? He was the rock. There was another disciple like him. You have any idea how tough he was? The elite temple guard, the Navy SEALs are coming after him. He's a fisherman, and he draws his sword and wields it and cuts off the high priest servant's ear. You think he was aiming for his ear? He didn't know how to wield a sword. He was aiming for his head. Like that was his ear. But think of how tough he must have been. Just spontaneously, and just, you think you take it, you got to go through me. The temple guard, the Roman guard. Do you know how he felt? The Gospel of Luke says, when he denied him the third time, they locked eyes. It's not like he was somewhere. He was right there. They locked eyes. And Yeshua looked at him with those divine eyes and looked deep into his soul. How do you think Peter felt? How would you feel? You want to talk about a guy who thought life wasn't worth living? You think he went out fishing because he wanted to catch fish? You think he was hungry, or you want to throw himself off the boat? There's no question in my mind that Peter was giving up on life. He was absolutely positively wanting to commit suicide at that point. No question. And when Yeshua came purposely to restore him, what did he want to know? It's all he asked. Now, what did he say? You know everything. Why are you asking me? You know I love you. Why did Peter have to say that? Because Peter had to know. Because Peter was thinking, I can't, look what I did, I don't love you. Some of you do certain things, you go, I can't love you. And the enemy goes, you call that love? You call yourself a disciple? Are you kidding me? You're disgusting. I'm surprised God would even want to talk to you. You need to know you love God. Everybody in this place knows they love God. And you can't let the enemy no more than you can tell me you don't love Bern. Get out of here. You don't love your kids. Get the heck out of here. Just like you're not going to tell me I don't love God. Nope. Because I know when I love something. Like I said, I might be a sinner, but I'm no hypocrite. And either are you for that matter. Don't entertain it. God's never asked you to be perfect. He asked one person to be perfect. Mission accomplished. It is finished.